language fossilization. What is it? Language fossilization.
Yes, so we will talk about that. Language fossilization.
So welcome back to our channel. Today we have a special guest. What's your name?
Mr. Alda is here.
Okay, Mr. Alda, and today we are gonna talk about interesting topic. I think you would like this topic because I think it's very close to us. Yeah, making mistakes in the language. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about that, making mistake in language. Is it okay, or should we correct when we make a mistake, or should we accept it? We are gonna talk about that today. Yeah. Okay. So
today,
yep.
What will we do?
Today we are gonna talk about language fossilization.
Okay.
Am I pronouncing correct?
I think so.
Okay. Fossilization.
I'm not pronunciation teacher.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Right. So today we're gonna talk about language fossilization. What is it? Language fossilization.
Yes. So we will talk about that. Language fossilization. What does it mean? What is it?
Does it mean?
Okay. So language fossilization refers to the process in which incorrect language becomes our habit. And then the bad news is that it cannot be corrected easily.
Okay.
Yeah. In the other word, language fossilization is defined as the process in which the wrong language features becomes a permanent part of the way people implement the language, whether it is spoken or written language. So if the learners who are learning the second language or target language feel this language fossilization, they will keep making mistakes. They will keep making errors in their language, in their target language. And anyway, error and mistake are two different things.
Interesting. Error and mistakes are two different things.
They are different. When we make an error, we don't know how to fix it.
Okay.
We are lack of knowledge about it. We don't know how to fix it. But if we make a mistake, we know how to fix it. We actually know the correct form. This incorrect language feature are triggered only because of tiredness, maybe nervousness, or maybe lack of concentration.
Okay.
Therefore, some people also define mistake as slips.
Oh,
right?
I see.
When we make a mistake, we directly can give the correct one, right? But when we make an error, we cannot do that. We don't know what is the correct one.
Or maybe we don't even know that we are making an error.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
but when we make a mistake, so we know that we make a mistake.
Yeah.
And
so
we know which part is wrong, which one is not.
Yeah. So in the case of language fossilization, the learners produce error because they do not realize that their language contains incorrect language features.
Okay.
So this is very worrying for me because if they do not continue to study, they will stuck in that point, and their language will be fossilized.
I see. Okay, that's why you mentioned that it is very hard. It's not an easy task for for them to know the errors.
Yes.
To be fixed, it's
Yes.
not easy task to be fixed.
Yes.
The errors. Because
but no worries. Even though it is difficult, but we never say impossible. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
If there is a good teamwork between the teacher and the learners, this language fossilization can be fixed, and then at the end, they eventually can reach language competence, the target language competence.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this is something new for me. I think errors and mistakes. So and language fossilization. Now, talking about language fossilization, so do you have any What else can you say about that?
So language fossilization is triggered by two factors. The first one is negative transfer from the first language of the learners, and also overgeneralizations. We are going to talk about that deeper today, but to understand these two terms, we have also to comprehend the stages in language learning. In general, there are three stages in learning language. The first one is initial state, the first step, and then after that we have learner's language or interlanguage, and then the last one is target language or second language competence. So in the first stage, initial state, the learner will enter to the phase of unconscious incompetence. They even do not know what they cannot do. So this one happens in the very first time the learners learn the target language. They don't know which one is okay, they don't know which one is not okay. But afterwards, after they study more regularly to implement the target language, they will know better. And then they will leave the phase of unconscious incompetence into conscious incompetence.
Oh, okay.
Right now, in
that?
this phase, they know what they cannot do. They know which aspect that they have to improve. If the learners are in this phase, that is a good sign. Why? Because they know which direction that we have to go, that they have to go. And the teacher also will know which aspect that they can help in order the student can improve. And after the students can improve by keep learning, they will enter to the second stage of language learning. It is called as interlanguage. What is interlanguage? It's not a football club.
Okay.
Football club is International Milan. Ya kan?
Wow. Wow.
Inter Miami, the new one. Higuain brothers is there. Okay, so interlanguage. What is interlanguage? Interlanguage is also known as learner's language. In this phase, the learners actually have moved toward the target language competence, but it's not 100% perfect yet. Right? So maybe 50% is the the first language structure, and then the rest of the percentage is already correct.
Okay.
This imperfection is caused by two factors. The first one is negative transfer, and the second one is overgeneralization. And these two things are also the main factor that can encourage language fossilization. Okay, what is negative transfer? To understand negative transfer, we have also to understand positive transfer. What is positive transfer? Positive transfer happens when the structure or the language features of the first language are used in the target language, and then it is considered okay. It is considered appropriate. Native speaker of Bahasa Indonesia, like us, actually feel this positive transfer because Indonesian Bahasa Indonesia has the same basic structure with English. Both languages consist of subject, predicate, and object. So this one give native speaker of Bahasa Indonesia who learn English positive transfer, because when they want to say English sentence, they just need to use Indonesian structure.
Oh, I see.
Saya makan roti, for example. In English, they just need the subject, I, the verb, it, and the roti, bread.
Okay.
So the structure is the same. So when that happens, positive transfer happens. So it is the positive thing for us as a native speaker of Bahasa Indonesia who learn English. So it is easier for us to master English, right?
Yeah.
Imagine, and this is also the thing that I always explain to my students to motivate them. Our Bahasa Indonesia is the same, so we have to master English more. You can see Korean, Japanese, Arabic, the structure are obviously different, but the citizen, they are able to be fluent in English.
Okay.
If they can do that, I always explain to my students, we have to be better because we have one advantage. What is it? The basic structure is the same. We get the positive transfer. That's positive transfer. Hopefully it is clear.
Okay, it's clear.
Yeah, if we comprehend positive transfer, we also can understand negative transfer because it is the opposite. So negative transfer is, negative transfer happen when the structures of the first language are implemented in the target language. However, unfortunately, it is not considered appropriate. It is regarded incorrect. It also happened in Bahasa Indonesia in the case of non-praise. In Bahasa Indonesia, non-praise is constructed by noun and followed by adjective. For example, perempuan cantik, right? And then in English, it is different. It is the opposite. Non-praise in English is constructed by the opposite.
The opposite.
The adjective and then the noun. Therefore, our learners usually produce this error that is influenced by this negative transfer. They say, They say girl beautiful instead of beautiful girl.
Beautiful girl.
This is happened because they are influenced by the negative transfer.
Okay.
So this negative transfer is the one that can encourage the language fossilization if the learner stop learning, if the learner already feels satisfied about their competence. Okay, but if they keep learning, they will know how to correct the error. So this is the first factor that can trigger language fossilization. When their target language is influenced by negative transfer and they stop learning. And then the second factor is overgeneralization. What is it? Overgeneralization is it happens because of incompleteness language learning. We make this error because we don't know the correct one.
Oh, I see.
So we try to predict it.
Yeah, so just overgeneralize that.
Yes. We just, just like that. We only predict.
Yeah, predict.
We experiment the language.
Yeah. So for example, we already have existing knowledge before about, let's say A, and then we use that to a different context A to different context.
But that's an error.
Yeah. So we okay.
Yeah, I will give one illustration.
Yeah.
For example, learners are learning adverb, and then the teacher explained that adverb is constructed by adjective plus li.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the time is over, and then the students have no time to learn more about adverb. That adverb also can be constructed by not only adjective and li, but adjective will change totally to be an adverb such as good become well, and so on, right?
Yeah.
So after this language learning, they will produce one sentence, for example, like I do homework goodly. Because that is the information that they get from the teacher, that adjective plus li is an adverb. But that's an error, and this error caused by overgeneralization because they they learn incompletely, like that. So that's overgeneralization. If the learner stop learning, that will be it will change into language fossilization. So again, there are two factors that can encourage language fossilization. The first one is negative transfer, and then the second one is the overgeneralization. But they are they are not fixed. We can actually improve the learners by keep learning like that.
Okay.
So do not stop learning, and then we have to keep ourselves open-minded to get so much exposure, so we can improve our English proficiency.
Okay. Well, interesting. But so far you were talking about grammar thingy, like structure and also adverb, noun phrase. I have a question. Is language fossilization also happening in maybe non-grammatical errors?
maybe it happens. Cultural things.
Cultural things.
Yeah.
Okay. Like for example, an accent or pronunciation.
I think it belongs to, yeah, if as long as the structure is okay and then the pronunciation is understandable, I think it doesn't belong to language fossilization.
Okay.
So language fossilization is incorrect forms, incorrect language picture that becomes a habit. I think if we talk about the accent and so on, I think it doesn't belong to language fossilization. That's as far as I know.
Okay.
But if you guys know something else, let us know.
Okay. Comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. So maybe language fossilizations is just for grammar thing, yeah, and can be also happen in other aspects.
Yeah, it can, like pragmatics, fossilization, and then many more.
Okay, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
do you have something else to talk about?
I think I have one message for learners,
Okay.
especially Indonesian learners who learn English. Just keep learning, keep yourself open-minded to get as many exposure as you can, because language always evolve, and maybe your language contains fossilizations. Just keep learning so we can avoid us from this fossilization thing. I think that's all, Mr. Fani.
Okay. Well, I think I have a question.
Yeah, what's it?
You mentioned the language is improving or evolving, yeah, changing. So, is there any way that the language or the mistakes are accepted and then it becomes a new form or a new style of English?
Yeah, maybe
Maybe,
it is possible.
It's possible.
It is possible because if what is it? If something are accepted, or if something is accepted by many groups of people,
yeah.
it becomes culture. It becomes habit, like our language. A long time ago we had santai, and then we
Yeah.
have santuy.
Okay.
Maybe first of all it is considered as wrong,
Yeah.
but then people use it most of the time, so it becomes habit and they accept.
And maybe that's it. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening, for watching us, and we'll be talking about something more interesting topics in the future, so stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.